Oh, sorry, man.
Hi, sir.
Hey, mate.
Are you finished here, eh? Right. Personal information. Apply from Company House. It's got your address there, it's got your birthday, it's got everything on it. So what stops you from showing me them receipts now? And as for the Vanos, it's still not working, I believe.
No.
And I'm banned from coming in.
You are indeed.
And that's my engine sitting there. I paid for that engine.
Yeah.
So while that's in here, until we're billed, I'm a customer.
Unfortunately, sir,
I'm recording you.
I know you are. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm not going to make any comments on anything here.
That's cool.
Just because the relevance of this paperwork is public information. I get that, but like I disclosed to your son on the phone, personal, private information, otherwise outside of this on the internet, can't be just given randomly to people, and it's not something we can do here. So I'm sorry, but I will have to ask you to leave now.
I will say though, when the bill comes, when the labour's on it, that's when we're going to take action. If you put a labour charge on, I'm taking legal action. I have only taken advice up to now.
Okay.
But after that, as soon as we get that bill, I'm taking legal action.
Okay, that's absolutely
okay. And the other thing I'm going to say is, have I threatened you in any way with anything other than legal advice?
No,
that I was going to take.
But on your first visit, your tone was, I wasn't made aware of the rush on...
The rush?
When the engine was ordered by you guys, there was quite a delay. And it was a very relaxed approach to everything. Nobody made it clear to me whether or not they wanted the car back in a hurry.
So 6 months is alright for you?
It's not okay for me, but I had no communication telling me otherwise. I have other pre-booked jobs to deal with.
Yeah, see, well, my communication.
There wasn't anything from your half.
My communication, when I came in and when I shouted, when I was angry, because I came in and the car was in the same condition it was when I came in the time before. The dates are all there. I've got all the...
There was changes in the work on the car. The engine had been built at that point. The engine was on a stand ready to be placed into the car.
The engine was on the stand beforehand.
It wasn't. The engine was on a pallet where...
You took me over to show me the engine and showed me some... Oh, look, these are aluminium bolts, you said to me.
Yeah,
what was that all about? And then the next time you're showing me a receipt. You held a receipt in front of me, did you not?
I did, yeah.
And then you told me that you cannot show me the receipts.
No.
Because they have personal information.
I was simply showing you that day you had came in, there was a final order of parts came in for that BMW one. Is that right there?
Didn't you tell me when it was ordered though?
I don't know, maybe a week ago. They just turned up when they
came
in. But they were ordered, they arrived just that day. That meant that I could then put the engine back in the car. And like you see, this engine is now beautifully presented and placed in the car clean.
What did we say when we came in?
I don't know.
You told us it was going to take us 2 days. You said 2 days it would take to change the engine. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I lying there?
You're right, but given the amount of parts that was needed after the fact, that changes everything.
The amount of parts?
Yeah.
You told me rings, washers.
Yeah.
You told me you had to get a replacement engine that had a cracked block, correct?
Yeah.
That you had to return, and you had to change the cylinder. Well, after you told me that we said we could changing the cylinder head gasket do it. You said no, you need a new engine. Yeah. You got the engine. You rejected the engine.
Yes.
Then you changed the cylinder head gasket. Did you not?
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No,
you do understand, there is communication between you and Nathan,
I understand there's communication, and after your last visit I have read through everything to double check everything that I've said. The cylinder head gasket wasn't replaced. We made an attempt to repair the engine with a couple of parts that we sourced from BMW. We carried out a lot more other work on the car to try and get that engine to work again, using endless amounts of diagnostics, parts, labour. We tried our best to save the engine in that car. We did, and we were unsuccessful. So that's when we reached out to
the cylinders were blowing in between, is what you told us, yeah?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
So, without changing the cylinder head gasket, how would you fix that?
No.
You see, you're tying yourself up in knots here.
I get that.
Do you know what? You'd be better off not speaking just now, because you're on camera. I've told you that.
I know I'm on camera. On the back of the blowing between cylinders, the diagnosis that we carried out to confirm that was cross pressurization of the cylinders. Now you can interpret that information in a couple of different ways. You can get leak through one side to the other. There's a load of stuff going on that gives us that. It gives us a reason to believe, without looking inside, to make a decision based on whether or not that there is cross, cylinders blowing between each other, and yeah, well, that's basically it. We guessed on our diagnostics that there was air passing between the cylinders. Then we were like, well, we'll try a couple of different things just to see if we can fix it in other ways and maybe explore other avenues. That's basically what was done. That whole process took about a week and a bit, and then the car was placed back outside, and that's when we put it to you to get the engine.
And now you're saying that the legal advice is to ban me from your shop?
Yeah, I have asked that you don't return.
Okay, that's fine. When we come to pick up the car tonight,
Yeah.
is it tonight?
Yeah,
Will you be open with it?
I'm going to make a personal visit down here myself to meet you guys to give you back the car. It is almost ready to go. We have 2 more bolts and 1 cover to put in it.
Fantastic. Right,
Okay.
that's all I have to say.
Right.
Thank you, sir.